Duplicates in Excel are rarely true duplicates. They're usually rows that look the same, but Excel sees them as different. And that's why remove duplicates feels like it fails. You click it, you pick the columns, and either nothing changes or the wrong rows disappear. The fix isn't a better button. It's a better definition of what duplicate means for your data. In most sheets, you actually have three problems mixed together. One is formatting and hidden characters, like extra spaces or non-breaking spaces. Another is inconsistent values, like dates stored as text or numbers rounded differently. And the third is business logic, like same customer and same day versus same invoice number. Once you separate those, the solution becomes straightforward. You'll clean the fields, build a reliable key, and then choose the right tool. Remove duplicates, formulas, Power Query, or a pivot. By the end, you'll know exactly why duplicates keep coming back and how to remove them without breaking your dataset. Next step. Start with one question. What makes a row unique in your world? Excel can only remove duplicates based on the columns you select. If you select too few columns, you'll delete legitimate records. If you select too many, nothing gets removed because one tiny difference blocks the match. So define a uniqueness rule that matches your intent. For sales data, it might be invoice number. For leads, it might be email address. For time tracking, it might be employee plus date plus project. Also decide which copy you want to keep, the earliest entry, the latest update, or the one with the most complete fields. Remove duplicates keeps the first instance it encounters, not the best one. That's a big reason it feels unreliable. Before you touch any tool, write your rule in plain language, then translate it into columns or a helper key. This step alone prevents most accidental data loss. You're not removing duplicates. You're enforcing a definition of unique records. Next step. One of the sneakiest causes is invisible characters. A cell can look like ABC123, but actually be ABC123 with a trailing space. Or it can contain a non-breaking space copied from a website. Remove duplicates treats those as different. The quick test is to compare lengths. If two values look identical, but len is different, you've found the culprit. The practical fix is to normalize text before deduping. Trim removes extra spaces between words and at the ends, but it won't remove non-breaking spaces. For that, you replace char 160 with a normal space, then trim again. If your data includes line breaks, you may also need to remove char 10. Once you standardize, you can dedupe confidently. A good habit is to create cleaned helper columns rather than overwriting the original immediately. That way, if you discover you removed the wrong records, you can roll back without panic. Clean first, dedupe second, especially for copied or imported data. Next step. Another common issue is same value, different type. Dates are the classic example. One row has a real date value, another has the same date stored as text. They look identical, but Excel won't match them. Numbers can do this too, especially when they come from exports. One cell is numeric, another is text that happens to look like a number. Remove duplicates sees two different things. The fix is to standardize types. For dates, convert text to real dates using date value when possible, or text to columns for a quick conversion. For numbers stored as text, value can convert, or you can multiply by 1 in a helper column. Also watch out for leading zeros and IDs. If you convert those to numbers, you may destroy the ID. So decide whether an ID is truly numeric or it's a text label. The goal is consistency. Once types match, Excel's comparison becomes reliable, and your duplicate logic starts working the way you expect. Next step. Now let's talk about almost duplicates. These are rows that should be considered duplicates by business rules, but not by exact matching. Maybe names differ by capitalization, like Acme Inc. versus Acme Inc. Maybe there's punctuation, like O'Neill versus O'Neill. Or maybe you want to treat john.smith@gmail.com and john.smith@gmail.com as the same email. Remove duplicates can't do fuzzy logic. It only does exact matches. The solution is normalization. Convert to a consistent case with lower or upper. Remove punctuation you don't care about with substitute. Standardize common abbreviations like ST to street if that matters for your rule. But be careful. Over-normalizing can merge records that shouldn't merge. A safe approach is to normalize only the fields you use for matching, and keep the original fields for reporting. This is how you get smart duplicates without guessing. Next step. If you want deduping you can trust, build a helper key. A key is a single field that represents your uniqueness role. For example, you might combine cleaned email plus cleaned country, or invoice number plus line number. The key makes duplicates obvious and reduces mistakes when selecting columns. Use a delimiter that won't appear in your data, like a pipe character, and build the key from clean, standardized fields, not raw values. If blanks exist, handle them intentionally. 2 blanks should not accidentally create the same key if the record isn't truly the same. You can replace blank parts with a label like NA so you can see what's happening. Once you have the key, you can use remove duplicates on just that one column, or you can use formulas to flag duplicates. The key also becomes documentation. Anyone can look at it and understand what duplicate means. This is the point where the process becomes repeatable. Next step. Before deleting anything, it's often smarter to flag duplicates. That gives you control, and it prevents accidental loss. A simple method is COUNTIF on the key. If the count is greater than 1, it's a duplicate group. Then you decide what to keep. If you want to keep the first occurrence, you can use COUNTIF with a running range. So the first instance is marked keep, and the rest remove. If you want to keep the latest record, you need a sort field like last updated, and then you sort first, so the best row is on top before you remove. The important idea is that deduping is 2 steps. Identify duplicates, then choose survivors. Excel's remove duplicates only does step 2, and it does it blindly. Flagging also helps you audit. You can filter to duplicates, spot check a few groups, and confirm your rule is correct. Once you trust the flags, then you delete with confidence. Next step. Sometimes you don't want to remove duplicates at all. You want a clean list that updates automatically. That's where dynamic formulas shine. If you have Excel with dynamic arrays, unique can return distinct rows or distinct values. But it still relies on exact matching, so you use it after cleaning and keying. A powerful pattern is create a cleaned key, then return the first matching row for each unique key. That gives you a deduped view without touching the source. It's safer for shared files and recurring imports. If you need to merge duplicate rows, not just remove them, you can use a pivot table or formulas like sumifs and maxifs to aggregate by key. That's common with transactions where duplicates represent repeated entries you want to total. The key idea is to separate data storage from reporting output, keep raw data intact, and build a deduped output layer that can be refreshed. That's often the most professional solution. Next step. For recurring data cleanup, Power Query is usually the most reliable approach. The reason is simple. It records steps and replays them the same way every time. You can import your table, clean text, standardize types, build a key, sort by your keep rule, and then remove duplicates based on that key. The sort step matters because Power Query also keeps the first row in each group. So you sort, so the row you want to keep is first. You can also group by the key and pick the max date, or keep the row with non-null values. That's something the basic Excel button can't do well. Power Query also handles messy imports better, including extra spaces and inconsistent columns. And when new data arrives, you refresh instead of repeating manual clicks. The trade-off is that you need to set it up once carefully. But after that, it becomes a dependable pipeline. If duplicates keep returning, Power Query is the cleanest long-term fix. Next step. Let's cover a few gotchas that make remove duplicates feel random. Merged cells can cause unpredictable behavior, so avoid them in data tables. Filtered lists can also confuse expectations. Remove duplicates works on the selected range, not on what you think is visible. So always convert your range to an Excel table. Tables expand automatically and keep columns aligned. Another gotcha is partial selection. If you select only one column, Excel will only remove duplicates in that column, and it will delete entire rows based on that. That can wipe out valid records. Also watch for leading and trailing spaces created by formulas, especially when concatenating. Finally, be cautious with remove duplicates on data that has formulas referencing other sheets. Deleting rows can break alignment with related datasets. In those cases, prefer a deduped output view instead of deleting. These aren't advanced tricks. They're the small structural issues that turn a simple cleanup into a mess. Next step. What if duplicates aren't exact and you need fuzzy matching? That's when you step beyond remove duplicates. A practical approach is to create a match-ready version of key fields. For names, you might remove spaces and punctuation and convert to lowercase. For phone numbers, keep only digits. For addresses, standardize common words. Then you can catch many near duplicates with exact matching on the normalized version. If you truly need fuzzy logic, Power Query has fuzzy merge options in some setups, and there are add-ins, but they require careful review because false matches are costly. A good workflow is two-stage. First, use strict rules to remove obvious duplicates. Second, create a possible duplicates list for human review. You can do that by flagging records where the normalized key matches, but the original fields differ. That gives you a controlled queue to check, instead of letting an algorithm delete data. For customer and contact data, this approach is safer and more realistic. Next step. Once you've cleaned and deduped, lock in prevention. Most duplicate problems come from inconsistent data entry or repeated imports. Use data validation for fields like email, country codes, and status values. If you're using an Excel table, structured references make formulas more stable. Consider adding a unique key column that's required, like an ID or a generated key, so duplicates are detectable immediately. Conditional formatting can highlight duplicate keys as soon as they appear. If you import data, keep a staging sheet where raw data lands, and a separate clean table that's produced by Power Query or formulas. That separation prevents fixing the same mess over and over. Also, document your uniqueness rule in a cell near the table in plain language. It sounds simple, but it prevents future confusion when someone else edits the file. Dedupe is not just a one-time cleanup. It's a lightweight system. Define, standardize, detect, and then remove or merge with intent. Next step. Let's wrap this into a simple decision tree you can reuse. If you have a one-time cleanup and your duplicates are truly identical, remove duplicates can work. After you clean spaces and types. If your duplicates depend on business rules, build a key and flag duplicates first, then delete only after sorting to keep the right row. If you need a clean list that updates, create a deduped view with unique or a pivot, and leave the source untouched. If duplicates keep coming back from imports, build the process in Power Query so it's repeatable. And if you're dealing with mere duplicates, normalize fields and create a review list instead of auto-deleting. That's the real reason the button fails. It's not broken, it's just a blunt tool. Once you treat deduping as a definition plus a workflow, you get clean data without surprises. If you want one takeaway, it's this. Decide what same means, then make your data comparable, then remove. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more Excel workflows, and comment with your choice. Do you prefer formulas or Power Query for deduping? A or B? I'm always testing new ways to work smarter. Subscribe to see what workflow I'm breaking down next.